God has an urgent message for you today. Someone has taken your name to a dark place, and what they did last night will be exposed by divine light. This isn't just your imagination or paranoia. It's a divine warning about a spiritual attack on your identity. God is alerting you that someone you trust has been using your name for evil purposes. While you were unaware, this message comes with love to protect your reputation and spiritual energy. The darkness they created in your name last night is about to be revealed, and you need to prepare for what's coming. As you hear these words, know that God sees the spiritual warfare being launched against your good name. It's normal to feel shocked and betrayed when you learn someone has been misusing your identity. But remember that divine justice is watching over you with care. This warning is your chance to build spiritual protection around your name. Before more damage spreads through the spiritual realm, you're receiving this message because there's still time to defend yourself against this attack. Even when discovering betrayal feels overwhelming, trust that this warning is a blessing, because knowing about hidden enemies gives you power to fight back. God's timing in revealing this truth means you can take action to protect your reputation and clear your name before permanent damage occurs in the spiritual world. As you think about your recent interactions, take time to examine who has access to your personal information and reputation. Just like identity thieves steal credit card numbers for evil purchases, spiritual enemies steal your name to make dark transactions in the spirit realm. Hold on to your authentic reputation and genuine relationships, but let go of false loyalty and blind trust that leave you vulnerable to attack. Just like a computer needs firewall protection from hackers, you need spiritual barriers around your identity before more damage spreads through unseen networks. This warning isn't meant to make you paranoid, but to awaken your spiritual discernment, making you wiser about who deserves access to your personal energy and name. Understanding spiritual attacks on your identity helps you recognize when someone uses your reputation for their dark agenda. They might be spreading lies about you, performing rituals using your name, or creating negative energy patterns that follow you wherever you go. This misuse of your identity creates spiritual confusion and can affect your relationships, opportunities, and inner peace without you knowing why. This revelation about your name being misused is more than just information about betrayal. It's a spiritual checkpoint in your protection journey. It's a time for you to connect with your inner warrior and find courage to confront those who have been working against you in secret. Face this message with a brave heart and clear mind, knowing that God reveals hidden enemies at exactly the right moment. There's a loving plan at work in your life, and sometimes that plan includes exposing those who pretend to support you while secretly undermining your success. Difficult confrontations might be ahead, but see them as chances to grow spiritually and learn discernment. Every enemy exposed becomes a lesson that makes you stronger and more aware of spiritual warfare. When betrayal feels overwhelming, reach out in prayer for guidance about who to trust. God is always here to give you wisdom, strength, and clear vision to see through false friendships. In your prayers, you'll find the courage you need to face those who have been using your name for darkness, and the strength to reclaim your spiritual identity from their evil influence. As we've discussed, recognizing spiritual attacks on your identity, I'd like to help prepare you for more divine revelations as well. If these messages about spiritual warfare and name protection resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more warnings about hidden enemies and spiritual attacks. Join our community of spiritually protected believers who stand together against darkness. Pay attention to signs that confirm someone has been using your name for dark purposes. These aren't just coincidences. They are divine clues sent specially to help you identify your spiritual enemies. As you move through today, notice unusual patterns in how people treat you or react to your presence. You might experience sudden coldness from people who used to be warm, unexplained problems with your reputation, or opportunities mysteriously disappearing without clear reasons. You might have disturbing dreams about specific people, feel drained after certain conversations, or notice your name being mentioned in contexts that make you uncomfortable. Trust your spiritual instincts about who feels dangerous or deceptive around you. That uncomfortable feeling you get around certain people is your connection to divine warning. When someone's energy feels heavy or wrong, when you notice them asking too many personal questions, or when they seem overly interested in your private business, that's God alerting you to potential spiritual enemies. These intuitive moments are like spiritual alarm bells, showing you exactly who has been working against you in secret. Physical symptoms can also reveal spiritual attacks on your name. Sudden headaches when thinking about specific people, feeling exhausted after being around them, or experiencing unexplained anxiety might all be signs that someone is using your identity. For dark spiritual activities, remember, you're not defenseless against this spiritual attack on your name and reputation. God is with you, surrounding your identity with divine light and heavenly protection. Around your name stands an army of warrior angels, spiritual guardians, and divine protectors, all working to defend you from this evil misuse. This warning about your name being stolen is designed to activate your spiritual defenses, not to leave you feeling helpless, and every part of this situation is under divine control. Feel thankful for this early revelation, for it shows how deeply God values your authentic identity and reputation. Each step you take with this knowledge brings you closer to complete victory over those who tried to destroy you in darkness. The universe is mobilizing divine justice on your behalf, and nothing can stop the truth from coming to light. Divine warriors are already fighting battles you cannot see, clearing your name in spiritual realms and preparing your vindication in the physical world, where everyone will witness your innocence. Divine timing, God's perfect clock, is working in your situation right now. When you receive this revelation about last night's dark activities at exactly the moment when you're strong enough to handle the truth, that's sacred timing protecting your spirit. These moments show you're connected to God's plan for justice, living in harmony with divine protection even during spiritual warfare. As these confirmations about your name being misused become clearer, let them build your confidence in God's ability to expose hidden enemies. Each sign that confirms your suspicion shows you're being guided toward complete truth and vindication. Pay attention to these experiences and trust their message about who has been working against you. They aren't random problems with your reputation. They're part of a loving plan to free your name from evil influence and restore your authentic identity. Keep your heart open to these divine revelations about your enemies. The more you recognize God's timing in exposing them, the stronger your faith becomes in ultimate victory and justice. Just as you receive these divine messages about spiritual warfare and name protection, your support helps us continue sharing similar guidance with others under spiritual attack. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these important warnings to reach those who don't know their names, are being used for dark purposes just like yours was last night. As you prepare for the complete exposure of what was done in your name last night, believe that this revelation can lead to amazing spiritual transformation. Just like gold becomes purer when fire burns away impurities, your reputation gets stronger when lies and deception are removed by divine truth. God arranges these exposures perfectly. Even when discovering betrayal feels painful at first, focus on building your spiritual strength, because inner power is what carries you through battles against hidden enemies. When you stay true to your authentic self and keep your heart open to divine guidance, wonderful changes begin happening in your life. Relationships based on truth start flourishing while fake connections disappear naturally. Every step you take toward reclaiming your spiritual identity brings you closer to the genuine life. you deserve, free from manipulation and spiritual attacks. Stay authentic in your faith, because your relationship with God is your greatest weapon against those who tried to use your name for darkness. Your cleared name will shine brighter than ever before. As you get ready to reclaim your name from the spiritual attack, make it a habit to say, "My name is covered by divine light," every morning and evening. Speak these words with complete authority and faith. This simple practice builds a shield of protection around your identity that darkness cannot penetrate or misuse. When fear creeps in about what else they might have done with your name, pause for a moment. Use this time to quiet your mind and connect with the divine warrior inside you that fights spiritual battles on your behalf. Trust that God is working everything out for your vindication, and begin each day thanking Him for exposing hidden enemies who tried to destroy you. When you fill your thoughts with spiritual strength and divine justice, you create room for miraculous turnarounds in your reputation. Pray specifically for the exposure of everyone involved in misusing your name, asking God to bring their dark activities into the light where they cannot hide. Your faith combined with these prayers becomes a powerful weapon that breaks every curse and evil intention attached to your identity. During this spiritual warfare, you're not just fighting for yourself, but also becoming someone who can help others under similar attacks. This experience offers you a chance to show God's power by standing strong against spiritual enemies who thought they could destroy you. Each day gives you new opportunities to strengthen your spiritual discernment and share hope with those facing their own battles against hidden enemies. As you pray for protection and connect with God's warrior angels, remember to reach out to trusted spiritual advisors who understand warfare. Your victory can inspire and encourage others who might be suffering under spiritual attacks they don't even recognize. Use your story to bring light to someone else's spiritual darkness and confusion. Embrace each day as a chance to build a community of spiritual warriors, creating connections with people who know how to fight battles in prayer and faith. In this journey, we grow stronger together, supporting each other through spiritual warfare and creating an army of believers that stands firm against every form of darkness and deception that tries to destroy God's children. In closing, as we face the complete exposure of what was done in your name and whoever was behind it, let's move forward with divine confidence and spiritual readiness. Be prepared to welcome God's justice, face the truth with courage, and recognize every blessing that comes from this revelation. Trust in the power of prayer and in God's perfect timing for exposing your enemies. You are on a path to complete vindication, surrounded by divine love and protected by spiritual warriors. Keep saying, "My name is covered by divine light," and watch as God's protection clears your reputation completely. If this message has helped you recognize spiritual attacks on your name or given you courage to fight back, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine revelations about hidden enemies. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a warning about spiritual warfare meant to protect you. When you share this message, you help others who don't know their names are being used for dark purposes. Each person who receives this warning through you becomes part of your spiritual army fighting against darkness. Dear Lord, please give us strength to face the truth about our enemies and the wisdom to see your hand bringing justice and vindication. Expose every dark activity done in our names and protect our identities from all spiritual attacks. Amen. If this message has touched your heart or helped you recognize attacks on your name, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these divine revelations with others who need protection from spiritual warfare. Please share in the comments what spiritual topics about hidden enemies or divine justice you'd like to hear in our next video. Your suggestions help us bring you the powerful guidance you need most to win your spiritual battles.